Welcome to the next section of the course. In addition to coaching PCPs and care coordinators, the other major task of a related facilitator is to guide the team through a practice change activity, otherwise known as a quality improvement project. As you know, we refer to this part as the Practice Change Activity Team, or PCAT. In addition to helping the team identify and go through a practice change, you will also be using the time with them as a lab to work on their team dynamics and improve their functioning for the future. Let's go in and take a quick look at the related components to orient you to where we are, and then we'll take a look at an overview of this portion of the course itself. Here again are the related components. We've covered coaching. Here we have clinical coaching. What follows is the Practice Change Activity Team, or PCAT. And then, of course, you continue on with the implementation coaching. Let's go out now and take a look at where we are in Canvas. As you can see, you just finished the coaching section, and we're here now, Section 3, PCAT, or Practice Change Activity Team. We'll quickly walk through what the PCAT looks like overall so that you have a nice picture of that before we begin. This section of the course contains a review of the 6-meeting framework that the PCAT comprises. We'll walk through this together. Meeting number 1. This is where you set the agenda with folks, have them introduce themselves to each other, even if they know each other, to help build with team building and improve their knowledge of one another and the roles that they occupy. You can help them understand the dual purpose of the PCAT as completing a practice change activity, but also working on team dynamics. Go through the timeline and teach them their first quality improvement tools, the Model for Improvement and PDSA cycle. Finally, you'll develop the aim statement. What will we be targeting? Meeting number 2. In this, you'll define measurement and how they'll know they made an improvement. Meeting number 3. You brainstorm change ideas and decide on an action plan. What change can be made that would result in a meaningful improvement? Meeting 4, you actually plan the pilot of the practice change. You can teach them the quality improvement tool of workflow mapping in order to do this, and then use workflow mapping to define the ideal state across roles. In the next meeting, you'll be doing the pilot planning, finishing that up, working on a time frame of the pilot, and then agreeing to implementation. After meeting 5, you pause and skip 2 to 3 weeks to allow them to implement the pilot of that practice change before coming back together for meeting 6. In meeting 6, you get the group's feedback on how the practice change has gone, what went well, what needs to be improved, select improvements to be turned into action items, assign responsibility for these action items, and finally, how will the practice change be sustained and not fizzle? As you can see, there are 6 PCAT meetings to work on the one practice change. Some people will feel like this is not enough. Practice change takes more. Some people will feel like this is too many. However, our experience with the piloting of Related is that 6 meetings allowed the team to really dive in and work on the practice change and work through kinks to promote sustainability. And that it also provided enough time for the team to really come together and improve their dynamics and functioning in a way that would endure even beyond this practice change. Remember that we offer an optional online mentoring program to help you get started with Related, and that results in your certification as a Related facilitator. This is a great option if you're feeling a bit intimidated taking on this role or are working within a system with unique factors that might require accommodation. You can find more information about this at the end of the Canvas course here. So in this section of the course, we'll be going through the framework of the PCAT, interventions that you'll be using during the PCAT, and of course, opportunities to improve the team dynamic through the PCAT. We hope that you enjoy it. Let's get started.